Hey guys, welcome to another video review on buymeaniphone.com. I'm Omar C, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a product made by Ted Baker. It's like a designer style case. It's the Ted Baker iPhone 3G case. So I'm going to show you the close-ups of this and talk about some of the details on the other camera now.
Okay guys, so here we have the Ted Baker case for the iPhone 3G, and this is a product that is distributed through Purported.com. So let's go ahead and check this case out. This is made by designer Ted Baker, as the name goes, and it comes in the black and red, and also comes in like a blue and a teal, I believe, teal colors. So it's a really nice looking case on the outside. The leather work is pretty good, not too bad. As far as let me show you what the phone inside. As far as the enclosure goes, this is probably the first case I've ever used that had like button snap enclosures on the inside instead of like sometimes they use magnets or Velcro, but it actually uses snaps. It took a while to get used to, but I think that's kind of an interesting way to do it. I mean, only thing is when you take it out, it's like it makes a little noise every time you pop it off of there. But I mean, that's not that big of a deal. So while it's in the case, everything pretty much kind of lines up. The headphone jack lines up a little bit. They gotta move around quite a bit. The camera is pretty lined up pretty well. The whole side of the phone is exposed right here, so you can get to the silent switch and the volume up and down. The bottom dock connector lines up a little bit, but I think they could have done a better job with the cutouts. You have to kind of work your iPod connector into there, dock connector, and it does cover over the microphone and the speaker. So that's one thing to think about. It's not that big of an issue. You can still hear it ringing through here. When you're talking to people, sometimes it gets in the way. I don't think it's too obvious to the person on the other line, but it does cover over the microphone. And it does cover up the home button, which I really didn't like too much. It kind of makes it less sensitive. You don't always know. There it goes. You don't always know when you're pressing down on it. So I kind of like having to feel that click on there, but it covers it up. And it does have the pockets here for business cards or credit cards. You can stick them in here. The front of this flap is pretty flimsy. There's nothing in here to reinforce it. The whole case isn't really reinforced by anything except leather. A lot of other cases, they usually put like some type of plastic inserts inside of it, or it's something stiff to make sure everything's stiff and shock absorption. But that's not on this case at all. This case is pretty much made of just leather, and that's it. And one of the examples I'll show you is this flap right here. This is kind of cheaply done, in my opinion. I don't really like this at all, how this is just like flimsy like that. And the overall quality of the leather is really nice, but the craftsmanship of the case is lacking, in my opinion. I think that maybe they could put a little more thought to the functionality of all the different things as far as keeping it rigid and protecting the phone, but also just having a good form factor to it. I honestly didn't use this case for very long because I kind of got annoyed with it. One of the biggest reasons why is the screen. It doesn't fit real perfectly around the screen. I don't know if you can notice that or not, but let me see if I can get to the home screen. It sometimes your phone moves around a lot inside of it, so sometimes you're not able to get to the edges or to completely scroll with it, or it just becomes real cumbersome, especially when typing. When you're typing, the bottom keyboard here, it's like if you can see right now, you can't even see the names on my dock icons. If I push it up, you can see right there, and that's where the bottom of the screen is. If you push this all the way down, you're covering up part of the bottom of the screen, which sometimes isn't that big of a deal, but it is when you're typing because the keyboard's on the bottom. So I wouldn't completely recommend this case to everybody. I would just say that those, think about those different things I mentioned, those factors that are involved. The overall quality of the leather work is really nice, and it definitely stands out from other cases. But as far as functionality goes, I think it's lacking, and it could use a little bit more work. Another reason why I kind of say this is because this case retails for $52, which is it's over $30, so it's a little pricey. The average person's not going to probably want to pay $50 for it, unless you only buy one case and you keep it for a really long time. But I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think this case is worth $52. I hate to say it, I really love Reporter. They've been really good to me. They send me lots of samples and such, but I have to be honest to you guys, the viewers, and to say that I probably wouldn't recommend this case for $52. So I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest. So that's going to be it for today. This is another video review on buymeaniphone.com. Thanks for watching, guys.